Karen with NewClevelandRadio.net, and it is time for the rant. And for some of you that have been looking for this show for the last couple weeks, please remember we have an abundance of shows on file, but Barbara took a little break, which we all need to do occasionally. But as you may remember, on our last show, we talked about that we now have a sponsor for the rant. And our sponsor is Don E Creations. And if you look in the show notes today, you'll have all the information about Don E Creations. Or if you go to agemarch.org and view the Age March of 2021, you will see some of his graphics and hear his music along with his composer, Ben Rose. So we are very lucky, to say the least, Barbara, because agemarch.org, it has almost like 7,000 views on
10, almost
stuff.
10,000
I
today.
see that email. And one of the things that we talk about on this show is we can all choose to age the way we want to age, but it's not up to anybody else to define who we are by that number. So tell everybody just a little bit about Age March and then introduce your guest.
Thank you, Karen, for the introduction. Thank you, Donnie. Age, okay, I'm going to be 85 in August, and I don't want to be defined by my age. So just in a sentence, Age March is about celebrating your age. Age is who you are. It's not a one size fits all. It's who you are. And let's stop the anti-age. Let's stop defining people by age and by the number. And let's stop the systemic ageism. So Age March, I'm happy to say, is almost, Karen, at 10,000 views today and climbing around the world. And part 2 will be here soon. And I'm really excited. I'm also very excited to have as a guest today, and I hope I pronounce your name right, Asara.
Yes.
Yes, we have the fabulous, ageless Asara. Now, Asara, please pronounce your last name right so I don't make the rest of it.
It's Asara Tsehai.
Asara Tsehai. Oh, what a beautiful name, and what a beautiful lady too. Okay, I'm not going to spend a lot of time with her introduction and her bio, which will be on the website and you can all see. But let me just say one line that Asara says that I love. I wrote it down. I plan to be fit, fabulous, and fine at 100. Yay! That's what my Age March is about. And she's she is the founder of A Touch of Life, a health and wellness institute. And I'm going to ask, first I want to welcome you on the rant. I'm thrilled to have you.
It's a blessing to be here.
Thank you. And I want to know describe what your work is about.
So I have 2 companies. So one is A Touch of Life, which is all about wellness. And it's about, and particularly women's wellness, because I know that if the woman is healthy, then the nation will be healthy because everybody comes through us, right? So it's about showing, demonstrating, giving women the tools that we need just to take care of our wellness on day to day. Right now, if you break a foot or break a toe, that's a different thing. But the things that we have, headaches or stomach aches or, a little ache or a little pain, like understanding the language of our bodies. What is our body saying to us? And then what have you accumulated in your wellness toolkit? Oh, so you need this herb or you need this food, you need to stop eating that and you start drinking that so that we become medicine women, because I'm an African medicine woman. And I think every woman in her household, it would be wonderful if she was the medicine woman of that household.
Oh my God, I love that. When you said the toolkit, can you describe a bit what some of these tools are that we can also have?
Yes, yes. So it's spiritual, it's mental, it's physical. So from on the spiritual space, it's like, what brings you joy? Do like from your work to your relationships, to how you design your life. You know, medicine women, joyful women, we design our lives in a way that is deeply satisfying to us. Because we know that when you're a happy woman, when you're a satisfied woman, there is nothing that you can't do. And so that's the first thing. It's like, you know, design your life. What isn't making you happy? Change it, resolve it, switch it up.
At
So
any age, right?
at any, oh yeah, at any age. Yes, at any age. I am 62 years young. I still got visions and dreams that I have to fulfill. So my life is, the best is still yet to come. And so that's the spiritual piece. And then there's things in there like prayer. I belong to spiritual groups that we, in the morning time, we pray together, or we speak our vision that we have for our life with other sacred women, so that we're seeding and fertilizing our dreams and our visions together. Being with like-minded women or like-minded people that are going to support you when you speak your dream or your vision or what you're up to. Or for me, like I'm building an e-commerce company and I know nothing about technology. Hello.
Well, I want to hear why you're doing that. Can I just ask you? That is interesting. You have a vision there for a company, right?
Yes, yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. So, you know, and I have my wellness, I have my lessons learned that has now become my other tool, part of my toolkit. Hard lessons learned. What did you learn? Not to, oh my goodness, not to tear myself down, but when I had those hard necks, what's the lesson I needed to learn here? Oh, got it, tucked it, put it in my toolbox. Do I need to use it again? Oh, that looks like that. So that's the whole spiritual realm of it. And your spiritual books, I have an altar, and I have sacred space. The name of my home is called the Sanctuary. I'm creating a meditation prayer. I'm creating a sacred room where I have meditation, prayer, stretching, healing work done. So these are kind of how that looks for the spiritual piece. Then from the mental piece is, what do you do to keep your mind sharp? Right? Like I said, like me, I'm learning a whole bunch of new languages, learning the language of building an online business, right? That's a whole different language. That's keeping the mind real sharp, right? and doing things like that. Like, I don't think that, I don't say, okay, I'm not capable. It's like, okay, I see the reason why to do that. I got to learn that to do that. Okay, I'll do that. So, and reading and doing new things, trying new things, going new places. So that's the whole mental piece. And then the physical piece, you need to learn about basic nutrition, right?
Oh, yeah.
You need to know about basic herbs that you need. I had a friend call me today. She fell down roller skating, broke her foot. And she's like, what can I take? I don't want to take the pharmaceutical. So I gave her a list of things. This is what you do. This is what you get. Now, you may need to take those pharmaceuticals for 2 to 3 days to get the natural stuff to kick in. But once that, you don't need to do it anymore. So it's the herbs, it's the nutrition, and it's the lifestyle, right? It's the lifestyle. So it's like, do you have a lifestyle that support wellness? Are you constantly on the go? Do you give yourself rest? Do you drink enough water? Do you do cleansing? These are all the things that I do to be fine, fit, and fabulous at 100 plus years young.
I love it.
This is absolutely amazing. I'm looking at her plant. Sorry, your plant in the background too, flowers and trees. But what's so amazing to me is the toolkit, how you compressed all of this into a toolkit, and then you're living your life, and then you will open the toolkit and add to the toolkit, right?
Yes.
How did, for example, nutrition? I'm curious, because that's so important for all of us. I really believe in not Western medicine,
right?
But how do you keep learning more about
nutrition?
Nutrition.
So it's a couple ways. There's classes you can take. There's books that you can get. I have a library on,
Mhm.
On infants, like infant sickness. What are natural remedies when kids get fever, when they get, so books, classes, and then, sometimes you need to go to your own personal healer yourself to get your heal on. I mean, even I
Yeah.
have had to do, even though I am a healer, I go to other people when things happen, because, you can't sometimes doctor yourself. You can't think. I call my herbalist, say, hey, this is what happened, so those are the ways, but you got to be looking for it. When you're looking for it, it shows up. When you have that as an intention, it will show up. So
Tell me about the teas. Do you drink tea?
Oh yes, I do teas. But you know what, and it keeps evolving. So when I turned 60, I figured, okay, at 60, I'm halfway there. I got another 60 years to live. I'm at 120, right? So I'm at the halfway mark. So what do I need to do at this halfway mark to make sure that I'm successful in this next 60 years?
Yes.
So I just took a look at my life and I said, okay, my digestive system has always, because we each have a system, because we have like 7 different systems in our bodies. And there's usually this one that is always one we got to keep an eye on. So mine is my digestive system. So I said, you know what? So the whole year of 60 was dedicated to upgrading my wellness. So I ended up going to Puerto Rico. I've been wanting to go to the Ann Wigmore's Natural Health Institute for 30 years. In the year of 60, when I'm doing my 60, that 1 year of wellness, I got an invitation to go to the Ann Wigmore Institute as a guest.
Where is it?
It's in Puerto Rico.
In Puerto Rico, you said.
In Puerto Rico. And I went there for 10 days.
Oh my God.
And it's all live food. Like people go there if they have very severe health conditions, because it's all live food, no seasoning, or people go there when they want it, like I did, just want to really upgrade your lifestyle. So I went there for 10 days and it completely changed my life. And when I got back to help my digestive system, which I was not happy about, you know how you get those assignments? You ask for, I want to do my digestive system. Yes. Then when you get what you got to do it, I thought, oh, I go to Puerto Rico, I do that, and I'm cool. No, it's like, okay, when you come back, I had to eat all of my food blended for 90 days.
Oh my God.
For 90 days.
New food?
I was like, when she told me that, I was like, for real?
You mean everything in the blender?
Everything. Everything.
That is amazing.
For 90 days.
And what was the result? How
my digestive system has never been better, Barbara. I have never had a digestive system like this. And then so now I've incorporated other things. I do the Rejuvelac, I make my own Rejuvelac, I do sauerkraut, I do energy soup. I went there and I came back. I'm never going to be 100% raw foodist. That was never my intention. But I took the aspects of that I could incorporate in my life that made a difference. I did the blended food. And now, I made some other changes. I do colonics. I used to do colonics like twice a year when I did my cleanses. Now I do them at the changing of the seasons, which is different. And so even me as a healer, I still had to upgrade. And I still was faced like, I don't want to do that, but I want to get my digestive system right. So I did it.
Amazing. Do you have a book? Do you have a book of recipes?
I do have a book, but I have to reprint it. I do have a book that I wrote.
Please reprint that book.
Yes.
I really want to read that.
I'm going to do an ebook. I'm going to turn it into an ebook called The Ancient Principles of Radiant Health.
Yes, I want to read that book. Yes. Now I want to ask you a question because you glow and you're beautiful.
Thank you.
And I'm happy. I'm so thrilled that I am using, you forgot one of the tools of what would you call beauty?
Oh, yes.
Because once we get the inside, we've got to do the outside. And we don't really need to go put our chins on our heads and do all the mutilation.
No.
So I am lucky enough that I am using your cream. And I want to tell you, I'm going to hold this up to the camera. It not only smells wonderful, but to touch it
Mm.
is like touching satin. I want to
Mhm.
tell you something. And at my stage of life, I really choose not to use the makeups and the cosmetic work. I'm not against it. It's all a matter of choice. We
Mhm.
all want to feel beautiful and we have different ways of feeling beautiful. But this makes me feel beautiful, this
Mm.
cream,
Yes.
because it smooths out somehow the natural lines and hollows and things we get. When I
Mhm.
put this on, I feel like it's drinking it, like a flower is drinking water.
Yes.
And it just feels so good. And people are saying to me, what are you using on your face? Oh, tell me about it. This is just an amazing jewel.
And how long have you been using it,
I've
Barbara?
only been using it, what was it, 3 weeks?
No, not even that. I don't
Not
think
even that,
it's not 3 weeks.
maybe 2 weeks.
Maybe 14 days, if that.
Yeah, you're right. It
Mhm.
is so beautiful. It is called Ancient Treasure, and it is a treasure. I've told everybody about it. So I have questions. They want to know, first of all, where can they buy this?
Yes. So I'm glad you brought that up
Yeah.
because that is the e-commerce business that I'm building 100% online. So
Okay.
you want to go to myancienttreasure.com, myancienttreasure.com. And I'm also going to make a special offer for people here too to really get them a chance to experience it. But before we get there, so really so that's my company called Ancient Treasure. How
Mhm.
that came to be is that I have been in skincare for lots of years, 30 some years too.
Oh,
And I used to work with a small company out of Philadelphia. And that's where I became aware of all the chemicals in our skincare. And I was just shocked. I was like, what? Like, why would they put formaldehyde and
I know.
all these kinds of,
And
like,
the
it doesn't make sense
rashes.
to me. Yeah. I'm like, what? And so when he went out of business, and this was like 35 years ago when natural skincare wasn't the thing. So me trying to find some other products to replace it, I had a lot of difficulty. And I had sensitive skin. So I was like, for years, I searched, like, I couldn't find anything. So I did what generations of women have done before. When you can't find something, what do? We create it. So that's what I
Oh,
did.
I
I
love
was just
that.
like, okay, I can't find this. And people were telling me, girl, then create it. That's not what I do. I do the marketing. I don't do the creation. Like, girl, make it, make it. And you know how the universe keeps giving you the same answer. And you, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Finally, one day it was like, how many people have told you to make your own? And I'm like, because I didn't know how to do it. So I was like,
Oh my
okay,
God. How
okay,
did you
universe.
do it?
I hear the answer. I hear the call. I get what you're telling me to do. I surrender. 6 years, 6 years. Spirit was telling me to do this. And I was like, no, 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 it's not what I do. No. Finally, I was like, girl, how hard-headed you gonna be? So
Oh,
I finally said yes. And guess how long it took me to create that?
I want to know.
6 years. So I said, dang, what if I hadn't said yes after the first year?
Can you tell us briefly? This smells so good too. I want to say the smell is just alerts the spirit in all of us. How did you start? Did you go to people? What ingredient? I mean, it's just an amazing. I'm not just saying this. We all get skincare things on our texts during the night when I'm sleeping, from JLo, from this one, from that one, free thing, and they're all, frankly, they're all awful. Yeah. How did you start?
So what I started with was the vision. I knew what I wanted. I knew that I wanted something simple. I'm a simple woman. I'm not an 8-step, 9-step woman. So I knew that it had to be really simple in its steps. It needed to do everything because I'm not going to use one thing for my hand, one for my foot, one for my leg, one for my neck, daytime, nighttime. I'm not going to do that. So I needed to do everything, right? So I needed to be natural, so natural that it could be used on children. That was the other piece of it, right?
Mhm.
So that's what I started off with. And then I also been really fascinated since I was in my 20s around this whole idea of aging. Like I realized growing up that we have been lied to about a variety of things, right? So as a Black woman, I was lied to about Black history. I found that out. As a woman, I was lied about my power as a woman. Okay. And then I realized, oh, they also, what was I talking about? The skincare, right? So I was like,
Skincare
okay, right.
for
So I said,
children.
for children, right? So
Yeah.
I said, okay, let me, let me use something that's natural. Let me figure out something that's natural. We don't need all of this. So that is how I started. And so then I said, okay, what did ancient women do? What were some of the things that they did that was
That's
really
what's so
clean?
interesting.
So that's where I started, was ancient women. And I started, and I'm a world traveler. So I began traveling, looking for hand-picking ingredients. Because I was saying to you about aging. That's what happened. I lost my train of thought. Aging. Yeah. So when I was in my 20s, I realized that this whole thing around aging, getting old at, there's certain things you just look for when you get, you're gonna get diseased, you're gonna get, you go downhill. Like
you
after 40 downhill, right? And then in my 20s, I was like, if y'all say that wellness, I could be well my entire life. If they talk about people in the Bible, living to be 900 and 800, and people are saying those were real years. So I was like, I learned that we were cutting off our lifespan in half by the way we were living. So I started an experiment. I said, I'm going to experiment with how well I can look and feel when I get 100, and particularly when I got 60. So I'm in my 20s. I had a vision of myself of when I would get 60. I started doing that in my 20s. So how I'm living at 62 is what I saw when I was in my 20s. So this is a result of a 40-year experiment. Amazing. That I must say, it's been successful, right? So with the skincare, now I'm like, okay, so the smell, I'm frozen. So the smell that you smell in there,
it's
that's frankincense.
It's what?
Frankincense.
Oh,
so
really?
Frankincense is what makes ancient treasure. So there was a reason why the 3 wise men took frankincense to baby Jesus, because it was considered to be more rare and more, it costs more than gold. And it had a variety of health properties. So if you're going to baby Jesus, you bring in frankincense must be off the chain, right? And the way you extract frankincense, the tree frankincense grows in arid environments in Africa and other places, but in Africa, in East Africa, right? And where they grow, people can't live. And when you go there, you have to be able to pull the blood or the sap out of that tree so that you don't kill the tree. The only way you learn how to do that is that it's passed down through family lineages. That is why frankincense is so expensive.
Did you do that? Did you pull?
Yeah. Oh, no. I didn't do that, but I haven't gone that far.
So interesting.
So that is why I chose frankincense, because it is the smell. Aromatherapy is very healing, and on inflammation, for sensitive skin, for all kinds of things that goes with the skin, it is the bomb. So that's why ancient treasure is our most sacred ingredient in there, right? They also use frankincense in Egypt to embalm the mummies. Okay, so frankincense is a very special ingredient. So that's the smell. People use it and they say, when I use ancient treasure, it makes my grief go away. It makes disappointment goes away. It just makes me feel like I feel connected. I feel grounded.
I have to say, I feel that. I'm not just saying it because we're on a podcast. I feel like I never need to use my colognes and my Shalimar again. It just, this is something that is just very, very spiritual for me. And it's mine. I feel me in it. It's beautiful.
And you said the word, really, to be the truth, because I'm a healer, right? The truth is, I'll let y'all in on it. The secret is
Yeah.
the ancient treasure is really a spiritual tool disguised as a cosmetic.
How did you go from that ingredient, which is amazing, to just how did you come up with this?
So the other piece of that is, as I'm traveling around the world, looking and gathering, the recipe was spiritually given to me.
Oh,
That's how it came.
okay.
That's why I know it's going to be a success, because it's not even my formula.
Okay, I
It came
understand
through
that.
me.
Yes,
Through me.
you got the
The
whispers,
download.
the
Yes.
other voices.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. So
Yes.
I not only believe in it, I know it to be true, and how
Yeah.
wonderful that you are on your journey,
Mhm.
you know, step by step with your toolbox,
Mhm.
which is filling up, it sounds like, and
Yes.
growing. I mean, to
Yes.
go from this a
Yes.
wonderful ancient treasure,
Yes.
which, one question, are there going to be other products of ancient treasure?
So I'm glad you asked. So what you have there is our sacred beauty formula. We have what I've created is a simple 2-step skincare ritual. 2 steps for head to toe beauty. The step 1, can you hand me the black soap, honey? Step 1 is our soap called the Authentic Black Soap Gentle Cleanser. This is what it looks like. This is the cleanser, and then also the repticides. Here we go.
That's beautiful.
This is what it is, right? And so what this is, you can use this as a shampoo. You can use this as a facial cleanser. You can use this as a body wash. So this, and 1 drop in your hand is all you need to do your face and neck.
Oh
It
my
acts like a
God.
sponge to absorb the toxins out of your skin, and it has no scent
Oh my
whatsoever.
God.
That's this one.
This is
step 1.
ancient treasure.
Yes.
This is the
The
ancient treasure.
2-step skincare ritual by Ancient Treasure. 2 steps in our skincare line.
And that's it.
That's it. And the second, what you're holding, this is how it comes. This is the Sacred
Yes.
Beauty formula in
Yes.
the 2-ounce size. And this is the Sacred Beauty formula in the 1-ounce size. And then what you have, Barbara, is the gift size that you can
Yes.
carry with you in your purse and things
Oh,
like that.
absolutely.
And
Yeah.
so this is like, so this is, so you can see it here.
Yes.
And you know, this 1 jar. So what the reason why I have these 2 is you can use this. This replaces your body lotion. This replaces your wrinkle cream if you want one. This replaces your if you've got any type of skin conditions that are going on. Very few things this can't handle. Plus, it makes your skin glow. People in 14 days or less, people will begin to ask you, girl, what are you doing to your skin? Because you look radiant, you're glowing, and your skin looks smooth and it's soft. So the thing is, I guarantee that your skin is going to be soft, smooth, and radiant.
And not sticky.
And not sticky or
That's
greasy.
what amazes me is I have it on all day and I feel, even though I have the bags and the jowls and the things that go, I don't care, because I feel, it just feels so, it's nourishing me.
Yes.
And it's not sticky when I touch myself, or, you know.
It's not.
So
It's a skin food. It's a skin food.
Skin food. So
Yes.
again, I'm going to ask, so if my neighbor wants to buy ancient, all your products, Ancient Treasure products, they will go on
to myancienttreasure.com,
Okay.
and they will purchase either the Essential Beauty Kit,
Mhm.
which is the black soap with the 1-ounce, right? That's
Mhm.
that's the Essential Beauty Kit.
Mhm.
And the Deluxe Beauty Kit is still the black soap with the 2-ounce. So this is more really using it, because you can see how little you've used just using it on your face, right, Barbara? It's barely, that's a 0.25, that's a 1/4 of an ounce you have. And you're not even halfway done it, right?
Right.
So people look at the little jars sometimes and they think, wow, like this is not going to cover my body. But when you see how little you need, because it's such a rich formula and how easy it spreads, you'll see that this will do for head to toe. And you can get rid of your body lotions, your hand lotions, your neck lotion, your
Throw
day
out
cream,
all that
your night
stuff.
cream, your leg cream, whatever else.
Everything.
You can use this in your hair as a hot oil treatment.
Oh, for the dry hair.
Yes, for the dryness, the
Oh
split
my
ends,
God, look at
all
the
of
dry
that.
hair for the ends.
Yes.
Asara, do you have a YouTube video on all of yours? Are you going to do anything like that?
You know,
Or is it word of mouth?
it's through, well, it's online mainly, and that's what I'm building. Remember,
Yeah.
I'm building this e-commerce thing, is learning a new
Yeah.
language. So I'm building a new website on Shopify with all the plugins.
you're
And, oh, Lordy, and all
That's
the
so
email
hard.
sequence, and oh, Lordy.
That's amazing that you're doing that. I'm just starting to learn. I mean, from Karen, I can learn. I always am in awe of Karen, truly, because Karen, technologically, you know a lot and you're doing a lot. I'm lucky if I can get on PayPal or YouTube. I shouldn't say I'm lucky, like I'm an idiot. I haven't really done it yet.
Right.
I've been a little nervous about it, but you have to start.
When
Yes.
you do it, it becomes, part of your ritual. And Sarah, that's the one thing that I picked up on the last podcast we did together. Um, at first I thought, well, I don't have any rituals, I don't meditate, I don't do yoga. And then I realized, no, I do have rituals. Okay.
Of course you do.
I work out twice a day. I need to do that so that whatever is going on inside feels better. When I don't do those exercises, let me tell you, everything goes bad.
Yeah.
When you talk about digestive, and as Barbara knows, I've been quite ill this past year, and everybody's been trying to figure out what's going on. And it's not just this past year, it's been going on for 20 years. And I finally had a doctor who went over everything with me and suggested an herbal tea. And that herbal tea has just totally corrected things.
Oh,
Because of that, it's not that I go and I tell everybody, hey, you've got to buy this tea. It's not that. We all have to find that toolkit like you're talking about and
yes.
make it ours.
Mhm.
Because if you would have told me at 71 that, I would be doing 5 to 6 podcasts a day and I would be doing websites and all these other things, I would have said to you, are you crazy? At 71, I'm going to be obese, sitting on the couch, eating more bonbons. That's not who I want to be. And I've learned through people like yourself and Barbara, we don't have to settle for that. We can
Purpose is the key to longevity. I really believe that. And having a toolkit like Asara has.
Yes.
I think your toolkit is inspirational and a message to all the women out there from around the country, as you know, Karen, who have joined agemarch.org from all over the country and the world. Pakistan, Nigeria, France, Italy, all ages. This is what it's about, having that purpose and not being defined by anything except our own purpose. So, Asara, I just want to know your toolkit is building and filling.
It never stops.
It never
But
stops.
our body changes. What I needed at 60 was not what I needed at 40.
Right. It's not a one size fits all. That's
Forever.
for sure. Yeah. So it's going to be very interesting. But getting down to the, I mean, all your tools, to me, I would love to hear about all of them in your book. But
and just to let you know, it's just about a book. It's not on the website yet, but I also did write an ebook all about the skin, all about how to take care of your skin from the inside out and the outside in. So I have recipes in there about the Rejuvelac, the energy soup, like the things that I'm doing now.
That's
it's
what
all
I,
in
yeah.
that ebook that
Yes.
I already have written, but I'm waiting for the new. I mean, you can get the beauty formulas now on the present day website. When I launch in about 2 weeks, you'll also be able to get the ebook. It's about 20 pages.
Oh, good,
recipes,
good.
everything in there.
That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
That's fabulous, because a lot of women are going to be contacting me about this.
Yes.
And they're going to ask me questions. Where can I get it? I'll tell them. They're going to ask, what is the price? You know, what is the price range? How can I find out? And so forth and so on. And I think what makes this different is, unlike the messages we all get on our text 24 hours a day, you know, they're doing this, 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 and then you call and it's like $488 for, you know, it's just ridiculous.
Yes, it's varies. Our cost, because that was the whole thing. So I say that it replaces 16 products and it has 40 healing benefits. Right. So so for example, I show on there that the 16 products that it replaces comes up to over close to $600. All the stuff it replaces. This, which is the deluxe, these two together is $99 if you buy it retail. If you become a VIP, if you join the nation, the Fit, Fine, and Fabulous Nation, right? You join the nation, and you become a VIP, this $99 becomes $79, and we pay your shipping and handling for you, so that you can, and you get it every other month, and you can use, so that you can use this head to toe. So that's what I did. And then the small one, which is the Essential Beauty Kit, the only difference is this was 1 ounce. The combination is $80 for the 2 of these. And then if you join the nation, the 2 of these together is, what's the 2 together for this, for the beauty kit? I can't see it.
That's very good, actually. That's a very good price.
No, the beauty kit. How much is the beauty kit?
The 2 ounce or 1 ounce?
1 ounce.
$80.
But VIP.
Oh, VIP.
69? Is it 69? Yes. It's 69.
That's very good.
No, 79 is the 2 ounce.
Correct.
So it's 60 is what? 65. 65 is for both of these.
That's very good.
There's
That's very good. Do you also give private
sessions?
like an Ask Asara
You
about
know,
my
I'm trying to figure that out,
diverticulitis?
because I stopped doing, I used to have a thriving private practice. And then, I was like, I want to do something different. So I started the skincare.
Yes.
But I do cleanses. At least I do community cleanses twice a year, where I take people through a cleanse, a 5-day cleanse. I will do one this summer. I'm thinking about expanding it and doing a 21-day cleanse, like taking people through a 21-day cleanse as opposed to 5, because I've been doing 5-day cleanse for 20-30 years. I'm like, I ready to do something different. So maybe
You're an institution. You are an institution. What I would like to say, I wish we could talk longer, but what I would like to say, not only is this cream absolutely, it's just so gorgeous. I just love, even looking at it, smelling it. Ancient Treasure, you are a treasure. And the Ancient Treasure encompasses so many from the inner life to the outer life, to what beauty is, what the inner beauty and the outer beauty. There's so much. But what I want to leave with is, for everybody who is listening, don't let age stop you from growing. Even for those who maybe are not able to walk outside or have various things, your spirit and your mind can create anything. Absolutely. There is no end. There are only beginnings. And our guest, Asara, shows us that there are only beginnings, and we're going to be ancient treasures in generations to come, and we must pave the way.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I can't thank you enough for
Yes.
being here.
And demonstrate to younger women
Yes.
we've got to change that paradigm of you're over the hill when you go down, when you over
Oh,
the
they
hill.
have to. The younger women are the ones who can carry our message forward.
Yes.
That's why Age March, when people hear age, they think old, decrepit, the party's over. No,
It's just beginning.
it's just beginning. And I love the young. I love the young
Yes.
because I learned from them and they're going to take my message forward.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we must integrate as people.
Yes.
All ages must integrate. We
Yes.
must integrate in every way. Age,
It's that
gender.
intergenerational wisdom
That's-
that we
yes.
together, like, you know, we have it to share. Like my son, he's a rapper, right? Along with him being a businessman. So one of the things that he tells is that we rap together. Like I can't rap, but he makes me
love
rap.
that.
He makes me do the beatbox.
I love it. Oh,
You
I love
know?
rap so much. Oh my God, I love rap so much. Oh, this is just wonderful. Can you give us, tell the audience one last message from Asara?
Well, what I'd like to do, and Karen, I'd like to do the ritual for you that I share. I think that yeah, I think that would be so, because I don't just say this is a ritual just as a word. There's actually a ritual that goes along with it that I'm going to be videotaping, that when people purchase, they will get in their email box the video of the ritual. So this, you know, you just put it here and you wash your face and do that and you dampen and it's done, right? But this, which is the beauty formula, what you're going to do, I got to really do it in order to really do it. So I'm going to take this, right? And I'm putting it on. What I usually do once I come out of the shower and I'm damp, I put a towel down and I sit on my stool there. And I start off with my feet and I sit down. And when I start off with my feet, I put the ancient treasure on and I'm saying, thank you, feet, for all the work that you do on my behalf, how you carry me around, how you get me to all these places. Thank you, legs, for how you support me and allow you to walk and carry me and just do all the things, riding the bike and jogging and walking around the lake and skipping and hopping. Thank you, legs, for all that you do. Tummy, thank you for all the digestion, how well you break down my food and how you help me feel and get in touch with my inner feelings. Thank you so much. Thank you, my heart, for pumping the blood and for me allowing me to feel the things that I have in my emotions and feelings. Thank you, neck, for just supporting my head. And thank you, mouth, for all the healing words that you speak. Thank you, eyes, for all the beauty that you see. Thank you, ears, for all the wonderful sounds that you allow me to hear. And thank you, head and mind, for all the divine, sacred ideas that come forth. Thank you, hands, for all the work that you do. And thank you, arms, for allowing my hands to do the work. I bless you. And so it is. Ashe.
Thank you, Asara. And your line, what is it? Stay.
Oh, I plan to be fine, fit, and fabulous at 100+ years young, and so can you.
Thank you so much. God bless.
Have a great day,
bless you.
everybody. Bye-bye.
Yes.
Bye.
Ashe, bye.